Do you want to go through all of these and give like a quick answer?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we'll just do a rapid fire thing.
Hey Hyrule, King of Bots says, why was Link never shown signs of old age? And that is very
because the game doesn't go on long enough.
Right.
The story is.
The oldest Link we have is probably Twilight Princess Link. And he's like 18,
I would agree with
19.
Something like young adult, late teen, young adult sort of thing. So, otherwise, I don't think the games have gone on, like the story of the game hasn't progressed long enough to see old age Link.
And like someone asked like, why does Link look different in every game? And I was just like, because it's a different Link.
Different character.
Yeah, like it's like that's why he's an adult in one.
But the times when it's the same Link. Yeah, they do look the same. Like the Oracle games, it's the same Link.
Yeah, even when it's on a different, even when it's on a different console, like the Wind Waker Phantom Hourglass, that still looked similar. Yeah,
basically just held back by the restrictions of the hardware, but otherwise it's like clearly the same design. I would say if they're different characters, why do they look so alike? Is more is like a more makes more sense to me. But yeah, anyways.
Another thing is. We do see two old Links. One is Breath of the Wild Link, because he was asleep for 100 years, or resurrected, however you want to say it. And then the Hero Shade and Twilight Princess is presumably a few hundred years old, which is why he looks like a skeleton.
He's aged the most.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, next question is from Wolflink. Games or Switch accessories you hope to see in 2018?
Next question. We already answered that. Go watch the...
Go watch the other one.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you
How
like
would
to
you
see...
feel?
Oh, yeah, sorry. We skipped one. It wasn't highlighted for me. Go ahead. It's Zelda Mom 94.
Okay.
I believe she... That may be one of the Patreon. That may be the... Who was it? Let me see. If my mouse will work.
The patron... that messaged
Ashley, Ashley, the one that broke her elbow. I think that may be her.
Okay. Well then I guess we're answering your questions today. But anyways,
how would you feel about an adult Link instead of a teenage Link? Will they ever age them older than 17?
Sure. I don't know. I'm like, I don't really care what his age is. Child Link, adult Link, like.
We know Links have had children in the past, like Ocarina of Time Link being the great whatever of Twilight Princess Link. So it would be interesting to see a Link that already has a family. They're talking about breaking conventions of Zelda. That would be another perfect way to do it. Give Link a family.
Yeah. Could raise the stakes, I guess. Like if he's got a family at stake.
Yeah, something more personal than just, oh, your princess wants you to save her. But if it's her family, similar to Wind Waker where it was his sister, it added like extra emotion to it. Sans 4G, would you like an MMO style Metroid game?
No. Metroid, the heart of Metroid is exploration and isolation.
Alright. Marshall Wright.
No.
Have you completed the trial of the sword on Master Mode? No, I have not.
Me neither.
All right.
Oops, I actually I'm gonna wait until I'm done a couple games that are on my list, and then I'm gonna replay through everything Breath of the Wild on Master Mode. So I haven't even started on Master Mode yet.
All right. Sans 4G, would you rather die by a joke or? Gonna skip that one.
Sure.
Rose asks, question for the video: if you choose, how do you and whoever else is recording with you feel about ZeLink craze? Do you think it's harmless fandom fun? Do you think it's just stupid? Or do you think it's only applicable to certain game stories?
I would ship Skyward Sword, Link, and Zelda. I think they are romantically that. I think that's a couple that works.
But Daniel, they're sister and brother.
No, they are not. Otherwise, I don't really ship Link and Zelda. It's not really a. I usually see their relationship as either platonic or, very orderly. I think or good friends, but Skyward Sword, Link and Zelda are the only one that I would say they're like a couple, and I want them to be. Otherwise, no, I don't care.
So we talked about her earlier, but Amanda from Zelda Universe, that used to be on some of the videos that I did, she is in love with the whole ZeLink craze. So Skyward Sword was probably a huge game for her just because it was the one that teased the relationship the most. And I actually think Link and Zelda actually got together after that game ends. That's what the entire thing was leading to.
Yeah. Every other game though, like Twilight Princess, Link has Ilia as sort of a love interest. Wind Waker, they're kids, man. So, Ocarina of Time, I would say Malon, probably, not Zelda. Most of the time I would just say, there's someone else, or they're kids, so nothing.
Yeah, alright. Thick says, how many oofs can a Robloxian endure? We're gonna skip that.
Okay, because I don't know what that means.
It's like in...
actually, he has another question. He says, when are you going to get Rocket League, Jesse?
When I get paid.
Actually, that's a good answer. Same answer for me.
This month, all of my... Literally every penny I had went to paying my bills and getting my daughter stuff for Christmas. So...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that...
Yeah, that brings us to the very end of it.
Sweet.
Ashley, I'm reading, says, Jesse needs his milkshakes. One thing you new people need to know is that Jesse loves milkshakes.
Yeah.
Right, so...
what is your favorite movie, Jesse? And have we done that one already? I don't think we have done favorite movie. My favorite movie is Clerks. I kid you not.
Yes.
Clerks, man.
We actually talked a lot about this. Clerks.
Oh, it's so funny. it's really stupid, very crude humor. So watch it around your kids. But that movie got me through some hard times too.
I'm a big fan of all of the Kevin Smith movies. Clerks, Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They're actually
all good.
They're making a sequel to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It was supposed to be Clerks 3.
Clerks 3?
And then it changed to Mallrats 2, and now it's Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Have you heard about it?
No. Last I heard it was still Clerks 3, so I'm way behind.
Okay, so a different studio owns Clerks 3. Clerks 3 is about... I'll try to get through this as fast as possible. Clerks 3. Kevin Smith put it down to have a Clerks movie, there has to be 4 main actors. Jay, Silent Bob, and then the 2 actual clerks.
Then Randall and Dante,
either Randall or Dante didn't want to come back.
Oh, no.
So
why?
It was one of the 2. Kevin Smith said something like, if you come back, the movie that I would make from acting as Silent Bob in the movie, I will give you not just what you're being paid to do, but I will also give you my share as well for you to come back, because he really wanted to make the movie. He still said no. So then he was like, well, if we don't have both Clerks, we can't make a Clerk movie, but we can still make Mallrats. So then he went around, got everyone he can, even Ben Affleck, who's Batman now, was supposed to make another appearance, like he did in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. He made the appearance in Clerks 2. He came in as one of the customers, I believe. But he was even supposed to come back. Everybody else, they posted pictures on Instagram where they would hold up the number 2 for Mallrats 2, and it was supposed to be Mall Brats, and it would still have all the characters in it, but it would be more in line with his daughter being the main star. And then it turned into from a movie to a TV show. But it would still have all of the same characters and everything, which I thought was cool, because that just means instead of 2 hours of Jay and Silent Bob, we're going to get 6 or 8, however long it is. But then the studio that owns the rights basically said no. But
okay.
Kevin Smith owns the rights for Jay and Silent Bob. He doesn't own the rights for the Clerks characters like Dante Randall or anyone else, but he does own Jay and Silent Bob. So he was like, well, actually it was Jason Mewes proposed, like, why are you giving up? Why don't you just make Jay and Silent Bob 2? And then Kevin Smith is like, nobody wants to see Jay and Silent Bob. They want to see Randall. They want to see Dante. They want to see like the other characters.
Yeah.
And then,
I think he's right about that, because I really love Jay and Silent Bob, but I don't think that the two characters are strong enough to carry like a full film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jay and Silent Bob was great. There's a lot of comedy in it, but it was also great because you get to catch up with all of the other characters and see where they're at.
Yeah. And even still, I felt it was kind of the weakest Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
It's like funny in its own way.
Was another one that was great as well. But yeah, all those movies are great. Jay and Silent Bob Reboot is supposed to be about Jay and Silent Bob traveling. It's literally the same plot as the first movie, but this time, because it's like a satirical take on themselves and on how every movie's getting a sequel or a reboot. So they're basically remaking the Bluntman and Chronic movie. How they've like remade Batman and Spider-Man so many times. They're remaking Bluntman and Chronic, which was the original movie they were going to stop. And then this time, they're going back to Hollywood to try and get them to stop making the remake. So it's like it's a remake or like a sequel to the original, but in the movie they're trying to stop a sequel from happening. So like he said, the entire movie makes fun of itself. But that was a longer take or whatever. It wasn't necessarily a rapid fire, but I get very passionate about Kevin Smith. But my favorite movie, I don't necessarily have a favorite movie, but I love movies that explore geek and nerd culture, like something that like not necessarily like the Lord of the Rings, which is a popular nerdy movie, or Harry Potter, but a movie based on people who are in those cultures or communities. Like instead of a movie about Star Wars, the movie Fanboys, which was about a group of people who were huge fans of Star Wars that were trying to sneak in to watch episode 1 before it came out. And then they eventually end up doing. So, like, the plot of it was one of the main characters had cancer, and he only had so long to live. And he wanted to watch the movie. So they were like, let's sneak into the movie so you can watch it as like your final wish or whatever. So like they try to sneak into Skywalker Ranch so they can watch like an early cut of the movie. It's really great. And then there's movies like there's a movie that instead of Lord of the Rings, it's about a bunch of fans of Lord of the Rings, or movies about people that try going on like a LARPing adventure. Like there's the most famous movie about it that I can think of is like Knights of Badassdom, which is about a bunch of LARPers that go out into whatever and like try to roleplay for the weekend. But then like one of the people ends up actually having like a magic book and it brings a demon, but then everyone's acting so they don't know if it's real or not. So it's kind of like a scary movie, kind of a nerdy movie. And then the perfect example that I can think of is Role Models.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Where it's about almost the same thing, people going out LARPing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I really like movies like that. There was actually, I was trying to find this one movie on Blu-ray, but it wasn't for sale anywhere. It's called Unicorn City. Kind of reminds me of the creepy kawaii unicorn that's on the Discord, but it's called Unicorn City, and it's about the same thing. This guy is trying to apply for a job at another company, but he has no manager experience or whatever. So the guy says, show me something that you have leadership skills. So in his head, he's like, it's a better way to show leadership skills than leading a bunch of random people through an adventure for the weekend or whatever. So like I found the director's name. I couldn't find his email, so I came across him on Facebook and messaged him on Facebook and was like, hey, everywhere I look, I cannot find a copy of your movie. Could I just send you like $10, $20 or whatever, and you send the Blu-ray copy? And he was like, don't worry about that. And then he signed it, and he sent the movie or whatever. And
wow,
I was talking about...
awesome.
Yeah, it was him and the main actor, which I assume was his brother. But they signed it, sent a copy to me, and one of them wrote like, thanks for loving the cheese. Because in the original comment, I said that like it might be cheesy or whatever, but I love movies that are based around nerd culture instead of being like about something, like movies about characters that you and I would be.
Yeah.
Instead of a movie about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, a movie about us, like something we can relate to. So like that's what I was saying, is like it might be cheesy, and then on the box he's like, thanks for loving the cheese. So that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Those are my favorite types of movies. But really quick to get through the next one, Happy New Year's, everybody. Yeah,
thanks for sticking around this year. And well, I would say sticking around, but I think with our podcast it just started this year, so but thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Really quick, if you haven't already, go see the video Daniel and I both collaborated on about the new Zelda games. It's brought a lot of subscribers to the channel. It'd be really nice if Nintendo was a bit more lenient on their copyright stuff, but we fixed it, I believe. So, because whenever I first uploaded it, I had to bring it back down. But yeah, and then we had a really interesting interview with Mossies. That video should already be up, so go check that out. Daniel possibly going to be making videos for McIntyre in the future, so check out that channel if you want to see from him. And
well, I'm just probably just doing editing work. I'm not going to be writing anything or...
Yeah.
But, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be here as well. Yeah. Like, I have no intention of going anywhere, so...
So,
don't worry, friend.
Where else can people find stuff from you? You'll be doing this podcast. You'll be helping out with other videos. You'll be helping out with McIntyre's channel. You'll be helping out with Nintendo Prime if they need you. You'll be helping out with the Chamber, I guess, if something ever comes up with that.
Yeah.
You have your own YouTube channel.
Yeah. It's NSHG Films. I also have a website where I just put my own things up called burgersonmedia.com. You should check that out. And you can follow me. Ooh, I do. It's not that fancy. It's actually still like under construction technically. So you should also follow me on Twitter at Capt Bergerson, which undoubtedly Jesse is already put in the corner here. So
have you been getting any more Twitter followers because of the videos?
Nope. Nope. But no, that's okay. I don't tweet a whole lot off, not very often, so that's okay. I'm not too worried. But I mean, when I do work on things, I tweet about it. So that's a place to find me. All
right. And thank you, everybody who's watched. Go check out the interviews, the new Zelda video that we had. And I think that brings us to an end of the last podcast of 2017. Thank you all.
Woo.
And check out the Dragon Ball Super videos that I've been making. Very basic videos. Didn't put much time in editing them, but they are the same discussions that Daniel and I have had with Zelda. Similar discussions for Dragon Ball Super. Next week, I think RMFH, and there's an actual Dragon Ball Super YouTuber that's coming on. But the first one was with Avrith, so go check them out. And thank you all for watching. Thank you, Daniel, for joining me in 2017.
Thank you, Jesse, for having me, and and starting this whole podcast thing up with me. It's been like,
yeah, I think you were the first one that mentioned something about it, so wouldn't have happened unless you. Well, maybe, I don't know. One of us would have eventually gotten around to it, but I do remember you mentioning that like you wanted to do a podcast, and I was like, I want to do a podcast. And here we are.
And why not?
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Have a good new year.
The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Link Use the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christie, Give Time 15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.